Welcome to Hampton Court Palace for Christmas 2022, and this is their Palace of Light. Now this is a light trail and it's not a Christmas trail, so you've got to remember that as we look at all of the different things they have here. And I love this because it looks like an oversized Christmas pudding, and you've got a greeter.
Enjoy the great beasts of Hampton Court Palace. Be not afraid. They are there to enjoy your joy, to share in your joy, to dance and be merry.
God, that's the first time I've come across someone to welcome you to an exhibition like this. I wonder how cold it is. I hope she's got a heater in there. Anyway, right, let's hit the trail. As we start the trail with lions and tigers and various other animals, it sort of reminds me of Lightopia, and if you've seen that video, you know exactly what I mean. The trail sort of twists and turns along the path, first at the front of the house, and then we go round through the side and then to the back of the house, so you get a good view around the whole of Hampton Court Palace, around the outside of it. Here on this part of the trail you've got all lions all lit up, which look really, really effective in the neon lights. If you're coming down to Hampton Court, really easy to get to. Hampton Court's got its own car park, but you do need to check the website because you may have to book it in advance. But also you can get here by train, and it's about a 30-minute train journey coming out of Waterloo, and you go to Hampton Court Station, and it's no more than a 10-minute walk to the front door of Hampton Court Palace. I love this, both with the changing the colour of the lights, but also the fact that you can stand right in the mouth of the dragon here before going in, because the path continues underneath. I can't believe I haven't been here before, but I promise you this, in the new year we're going to come down and film Hampton Court Palace, both around the outside of it but also inside of it as well, and give you a full history with the tour. But I can tell you, Hampton Court Palace was begun by Cardinal Wolsey in the early 16th century, but it attracted the attention of King Henry VIII, who brought all of his 6 wives here. Probably not a good move for them. Anyway, they could get here nice and easily because of course the Thames runs right along the front of Hampton Court Palace. Now these have been set up purely for photo opportunities but look really good. So you've got different birds going down here which you can stand in front of and have your picture taken. Now these are really good and really effective, and they're sort of 3-part drums, and what you can do is you can turn each of the sections to create your own animals. So on the top section you've got a head, middle bit you've got the body, and as you can see here they're being turned, and the bottom you've got the feet, so you can make an animal of your choice. What I loved is when you get to this particular bit, you turn this back on there and then you get a full view of the back of the house, which really does take your breath away. But don't worry, we're going to see it in full a little bit later. The whole trail is either on a tarmac path or on very, very light gravel, which means for accessibility purposes it's really easy for everyone to get around, which means you can bring a pushchair, coming down in a wheelchair, or if you've got your own scooter, it's really easy. Plus, also, if you speak to them in advance, it looks like you can actually get a scooter from here. As you come at the side of the path, you've got these light boxes, but in them you've got these lovely displays, so it's almost replicating the monster from the water. Now, if you've seen enough already and thinking, yes, I've got to go down there, it's on until the 2nd of January. So it's not on for long, it's on for less than a month. And if you want information and you want tickets, you go to hrp.org.uk and you get all the information there. The palace is open from 5:15 at night. That's the first ticket you can get, with last entry being at 8 o'clock, which means you're going to be here during feeding time. Did you like that? Yeah? You become a beast yourself. Right, but they've got all different types of foods on. As you can see, you've got pizzas, you've got chicken, you've got burgers, and actually there were venison burgers. Plus, you've also got vegetarian options available as well. Plus, there's also a place where you can get drinks. The thing that Hampton Court have done, which all the other places that I've been to where they've got these sort of food places, etc., that they don't do, is they put tables and chairs out. The number of times that I've bought a drink, a coffee, and then got a burger as well, and then stand there thinking, how am I going to eat this or drink this whilst I'm actually balancing everything in my hands? So they put tables and chairs out so you can sit down and enjoy it. But of course, if you are coming, wrap up warm. If you're sitting around for too long in the middle of winter, you are going to get cold. Also a big well done to Hampton Court because they've also put the situation of these food places right in the middle of the light trail, which means you can get a good look around whilst you're sitting, eating and drinking, and you get a good view of what you've come past, but also the back of the house as well. I love it when these light places also take advantage of the big trees they've got here, like they've done here. Just by putting a few coloured lights on them, they make them look absolutely fantastic. So you've got the purples and the blues. And then you've got these beautifully cut conifer trees all lit up in red. And I don't know about you, but when I looked at these and I looked at them and I thought, wow, they look like oversized broccoli. Yep, I need to get out of the supermarket a bit more, don't I? So the beasts of the Palace Light Show have been really, really careless and just left some eggs laying around, as you do. But they look very colourful, don't they? As visual effects go, this next bit has probably got to be my favourite bit here at Hampton Court. And what they've done is they've projected an animation onto the back of the actual Hampton Court building itself. And as you can see, it's all sort of dragons, fire, but the building also takes different shapes and colours as it goes through the film. The whole display is set to music and it looks beautiful, but just look at the flames looking like they're appearing from the top of Hampton Court Palace, which is not, it's all part of the animation. If you are coming down here to watch it, I can also tell you the best place to watch this is with the pond in front of you. If you get too close, you don't get the full visual effects. Really hope you're enjoying our video of Hampton Court Palace, and if you are, do us a favour, will you give us a big thumbs up? That'll help us spread this video around YouTube to help more people love London, especially this Christmas. If you're thinking, wow, that's a horse and carriage, you're absolutely right. So as part of the Palace of Light festivals this year, you can take a pony and carriage ride around the grounds. And that's a ride that's available to you, but you do need to pay extra on top. So there are always people hanging around and they'll tell you what the price of that is. The trail goes through little parts of the palace, and it's really funny because when you walk in here you just think, I can't believe I'm walking where Henry VIII once did. And when you look at the cobblestones that they've got down as well, the paving slabs, you think, oh God, I wonder if he walked on these. It's funny because you come from the outside and you've got all the sort of classic lightings, the trees, etc. And then you come in and you're like hit with neon here as you've got greyhound racing going around this square. So as we come out of the main area here with the greyhound racing going around the square, you come to the back part of Henry VIII's apartments. And just look at this painting on the wall and look at the painting on the ceiling as well. This is why I can't wait to come down here in the new year and have a good look around Hampton Court Palace itself. So this area is known as Clock Court, and actually when you see pictures of Hampton Court Palace, you often will see this area being photographed, and you'll see why in just a couple of seconds. Now, whilst you're down here, they've got a few unicorns which are completely different. So they put the glitter balls by the side of them to make the light shine on all the walls, but also you've got these very heavily silver made unicorns. And if you want to get up and close and personal to them to have your photo taken or just to see what they're like and how they're made, the good news is they've got 3 of them here, so it's not just the one that everyone's fighting for. Now this is why Clock Court is so called, because you have that clock up there on the building, which is beautiful, but then you've got the lights displaying on it as well to really bring it to life. Again, a very, very simple but really, really effective way of showing off the horses with these glitter balls. And I love the lights just bouncing off the walls as well. It's just one of those places you can stand there and just look. And also, they've given us a massive Christmas tree as well. So another great one for a photo opportunity. But it's a beautiful tree. Now, do you remember at the beginning we had someone who was meeting us when we came into the palace? Well, we've got the same again, but saying goodbye as we go out.
Farewell, my friends. Thank you so much for coming to visit, to observe and to share in this wondrous event. I hope that you had a wonderful time and that the great beasts were kind to you. Clearly they weren't kind to you, littlest of ones, but I hope they were to everyone else. If you look closely, you'll notice that the great beasts on your way out have returned once again to stone. And they will guard the palace for the rest of the time.
So just watch the walls, because they change from all the different scaled animals that we've seen that have been around into the normal brickwork of Hampton Court Palace. It's fantastic how the light display just makes them look like they're just so alive. We've shot so many different videos of Christmas 2022 across London, and we put them all into one playlist for you to make it nice and easy to find, and I put a link to that up in the top right hand corner. Now, just behind where I'm standing and filming is an ice skating rink, so if you're coming down here and you really want to make a massive family trip of it, you could always book to go ice skating before or after and then go into Hampton Court to see the light trail. So what did you think of Hampton Court's Palace of Light? Well, it's certainly something we've been wanting to come to for the last couple of years, and we're so pleased we have. So what was your favourite bit? Let us know in the comments down below. Now, if you like the lights here, you're also going to love the lights over at Kew Gardens. And we've been there this year and we filmed it, and I've put a link to that video up in the top right hand corner. So if you click on that, God, we got some lights to show you there as well. And funny enough, Kew Gardens isn't that far away from here.